Okay. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, it has been a good Wednesday so far for everybody. Um, I don't believe we will have Muse tonight because she was not streaming earlier. So we'll just get to hey Doc, just get to working on the fine drapery for my Jonson in the form of the cloaks. So as you can see, got a little bit of coffee staining in like some spots, so we're just going to work on covering that up. So actually, I'm going to use my new Ubshati bone because I added some water to this and it just watered it down just a bit too much. So I stopped at the local Warhammer store, saw my buddy Dave there. So yeah, it's good to see him, talk with him for a little bit. Hey Ty, how are you doing tonight, bud?
Evening.
And I do have a whiskey ready for a little bit later. Keep meaning to drop by there. Yeah. Yeah, you should. Okay. Let's just kind of water this down just a little bit more. How are you doing tonight, Ty?
Doing okay.
Well, that's good.
Got a few solid leads on my car issue.
Sweet. Bless you, if that was a sneeze.
No, one of my cats decided to make a 10-foot leap onto my hip.
Oh, okay.
It hurt.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can hear her now.
Not a lot right now. Oh, there we go.
So you're catching up Lionel's cape there?
Yep, there was just a little bit of coffee staining on my Jonson, so we're just tightening that up just a little bit.
I don't think I've ever heard coffee staining. Does that mean like there were pooling?
Yeah, so like this right here, you kind of see how that looks a little bit darker there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coffee staining. Because it looks a lot like a coffee stain. There's a good one right here on the inside. Yeah, see the inside of the cloak right here?
Okay.
That right there. That's a good example of a coffee staining. I don't. Yeah, not like I said earlier. I don't believe Muse is going to be on tonight. At least she wasn't streaming earlier, so I doubt she's going to come on and show up or anything.
And there's my other cat.
Your pussies want to see the Jonson, right? Couldn't pass that one up.
Well, help me understand. Why is it coffee staining and not just darker in the lower folds?
Well, it is in some spots, but other spots it like pooled at like the bottom where it wasn't like a natural seam. So that's what the coffee staining is referring to. No, like this right here, that's fine because that's in an obvious fold and whatnot. But there's like some spots like right here too, where it's the end of the cloak, but it's not an obvious seam. So that's what I'm kind of feathering out. Is some of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, or like
it's where.
Yeah, like right here where it's kind of a seam, but it's an obvious splotch. See that spot right there?
Yeah.
Where I tried to have it sit at a natural spot where it would be in areas that I would want it to stain it, but I didn't want it to like be just like a dot right there.
Right.
Doc, you gonna hop into chat or not really? Or you know what I mean, the voice chat.
Hey, Doc. He might be having trouble.
Okay. Might just kind of be one of those nights where it's just you and me.
He must be having mic trouble. He keeps logging in and out.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not hearing that because it's on streamer mode.
That's gotta be frustrating. Or not.
Yeah.
Hey, Sojourn. Anthony.
How's it going?
Bad.
You know what? I will fish out the whiskey stone now. I'm gonna do some of the Brother Justice tonight. The Cold Peat whiskey. There we go.
Cool bottle.
Oh yeah. Happy accident find in when we were up in Minneapolis.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes. Restarting the computer.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying that's got to be a pain for you. My computer's been acting weird lately. In a lot. Oh well, figure it out soon enough, I guess.
Yep.
Probably just need to reinstall Windows.
Probably. Who knows?
Do it. To be. Probably. Yeah, oh wait. There we go. Wait, did it not save my settings on what speakers to use? No, it did. Okay. But I'm here now. Yay!
Hooray!
It only took me 15 minutes.
Yep.
It was acting very weird too. Like, it would show me connecting to VC. It's like, oh, you're in there. Oh, but actually you're not. Okay. So anyway, long story short, I just restarted. Now everything's fine.
All right. Like Zoidberg said, things were bad, but now they're good forever.
Hooray, yeah. I'm on to, once it was the book 5 of the Mayor of Newtown. No. That's not right. Book 6.
Nice.
It took me 2 books. I think I got into I enjoyed the first book, and then I think I finally kind of got hooked more in the second book, and then, yeah, I've been enjoying it. I've been ravenously reading it like I used to read way back in the day when I was a young person.
Okay.
Yeah, which is great. I haven't read like that in years.
See, sometimes all you got to do is just find the right book.
So I do sometimes feel like being a jerk and like compiling a list of all the errors I found in the books to be like, actually, here, you need to fix these and re-release them. But I'm not going to do that because that's a dick move. But every once in a while, I'm like, come on, man, come on. But no, overall,
what kind of errors are you talking about, Doc? Like typos?
Well, this is chapter 30, I guess, chapter 30 of the 6th book. He talks about his ability. He's gotten stronger. He can jump so much higher or so much further. He talks about leaping up into the air, which, gathering from the context, saying he's leapt straight up into the air. And then later he talks about, but it also increased my vertical jump. And then he goes on to describe jumping horizontally. So it's a little thing.
Ah.
It's a minor point.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not like any big glaring stuff that I've noticed, but there are little points and things that have come up like that.
Yep.
But when you're
I'm sure there's someone who's what's that?
When you're a logic-driven person, just like
I don't know if I even know if I'm a logic-driven person. I'm like a writing-driven person. I've read a lot, so sometimes things jump out to me. Like, wait a minute, that's not right.
So
sometimes he'll misuse a word or just phrase something strangely, but that's kind of more artistic than it is really.
Yep. So I found my next layers that might actually work a little bit better for the cloak. So we'll keep the base of Caliban green. Then I'm going to do one layer of Vulcan green, and then go to Lauren Forest for like my highlights. It won't be as bright of a green, but I still think it'll work nicely and be a bit brighter than the armor itself. So I went really dark with the armor. So we'll just see how this all goes.
sounds like a plan.
You know, it'd be a whole lot cooler if, like, instead of Caliban, it was Cabana, and it was just like a tropical online world.
Yep, be a lot cooler if they did.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo! Caught that. Yep.
He jumped.
Yep. There, we'll try that where it's not as much pressure. Don't want to put too much pressure on my Jonson. Just enough. Nice subtle buildup of color on my Jonson tonight.
That's it for Jonson.
Yep.
I'm confident you'll get your Johnson looking right in no time.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm going to have to use some Calvin Green to touch up a few spots here and there. You know what? Foist, I'll have a drink.
The cake is already looking like it has better definition.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be back. The dog needs me to take her outside.
Alrighty. Then, yeah, probably after layering and everything, I will still probably do a glaze on this. That seems to be my go-to for definition areas like this, just to really help tie it all together.
Like a rug.
Yep, yeah, like a rug that really just ties the room together. You know, with the right rug, mind you. Oh yeah, and had a fun time at work today with dealing with a contractor. So on this one job, they kept saying, well, we're not matching, our elevations are off by half a foot. And so my boss sends me out there to check what control we had set for them. So I go with the GPS, go and check, and we're well within our tolerances with the GPS for calling it boss. Like things aren't off more than like a tenth of a foot, which is pretty accurate for GPS. And but then the main inspector and the contractor keep calling me. They just can't figure it out. They can't figure it out because their stuff is still saying they're off half a foot. And then it's even like so then finally, after a bit, I'm just like, fine, I'll come down and I'll just look it over with you guys since you have trouble like deciphering this map and figuring out where these points are, even though it's clearly marked yellow circles and I gave you all the coordinates. Sure, let's do this. So I get there and I try to help this kid, and like he's a kid, like he is like 18 years old, doesn't know how to really run the equipment other than stake out points and check an elevation, which ain't that's not much for GPS work. So we're going, and so like for example, like my GPS runs off a network where we just connect to a server, and there's a base station which is kind of like a 0-0 point that we connect to. This making sense so far?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, my coworker sees that this guy's GPS has a radio antenna on it, which means he's running off of a base station, which is more of a local base rather than like a base that we connect to, where we can just connect to it and away we go. We don't have to set up anything else. We just pull out the one GPS head and away we go. Whereas this guy has to set up on another point, and then he can connect to it, and away he goes. Well, he's saying like all of his stuff is off half a foot, and I'm looking at it, and it's also saying, or half a foot vertically, but then I look at his stuff, and it's off a foot horizontally, which that is very much not good. So my coworker is just like, you're running off of a base, right? He's like, yeah. Well, when was the last time you checked your base point? And he goes, oh yeah, well it got knocked over by a bulldozer operator about a month ago, and we just set it back up and called it good. To which we're like, okay, let's go check your base station then. And we get there, and it's obvious where the post had been, because there's like a gap right here with an old piece of wood sticking up out of the ground, and then the post is put back here. And then we look at it, and there was an old hole at the top of the it's a 4x4 post. There's a hole in it, and there's another hole there, and there's like a broken base mount on the ground that was the old base mount. Well, they drilled a new hole for the other one and put it in. Care to guess what the difference was between those two holes?
I'm guessing a foot.
Half a foot. It was half a foot lower, just like he was reading. And then the base wobbled. Like we were pushing it back and forth like this much. And for a base station, that is not good at all. So we just go, well, we found your problem. It's you. You need to reset this base station and have someone else shoot it, because none of this is on us. Yeah, he called the other guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that'd be a big problem." And it's just like you all knew this got hit, and you didn't try to, and you just called it good here, and then been working with it for a month. So I had to call my boss, like me, my coworker, and the inspector were all just giggling at this point, just like, "Oh my god, this actually happened." And so I called my boss, just kind of telling him what happened. He's like, "Well, I'm glad you found out it's not us, but make a note of that you found that out." But yeah, like, "Oh yeah, I got hit by a bulldozer a month ago, and how long have you had this problem?" "About a month." Really?
Weird.
It don't say.
Yeah. Huh.
In fact, someone hit like a surveying pole or something with a bulldozer.
Yeah, they knocked over their own base station, and they were trying to say it was on us that everything was off half a foot vertically. When they knocked over their own base station, set it back up, drilled a new hole that was half a foot lower, and the base station wobbled. Base station should not wobble. At most, it should be just like a little like shimmy because it's a 4x4 pole. You know, there'll always be a little bit of movement.
Right.
But you shouldn't be able to go like this with it.
No, I don't think so.
No.
That's very bad.
Very, very bad. So, yeah. Fun times. Okay, now we're going to do some Lorien Forest. Actually, I might go back with the Vulcan Green on a few spots. Yeah, it was very much just like a seriously, you guys, seriously.
Yeah, it's.
You did.
I feel like disgraceful is not too strong a word.
Yeah. I'd say disgraceful was about strong enough there.
Like, seriously, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, well, and like to credit like the kid running the GPS, like he's only been doing this for a couple of months, and he didn't know shit about changing any settings. And I think they had stuff disabled to where he couldn't change any settings.
Huh.
You know, it's just one of those where they want the contractor just wants them to be able to go out and check stuff, but not change anything, you know? But yeah, when it wobbles like that, yeah, that's not good at all.
No. My father used to work in construction. Let's hope in that story.
Oh yeah.
Completely horrified.
Mm-hmm.
Level positioning system.
Yeah, your base station, that is your 0-0, shouldn't move.
Yeah. No, it really shouldn't. This is a very, very ancient concept. I'm sure the Babylonians had that one figured out.
Yep.
The units were different. The techniques were different. The base principles have remained the same.
Mm-hmm.
Is it moving? Yes. Is it supposed to move? No. We found your problem.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be like cutting off the end of your tape measure and just rolling with it.
Yep. He's just like, fuck it, it's good, right?
The numbers are also mostly there.
Yeah. Don't know why our boards aren't fitting anymore.
Details.
Yeah. All right, now we'll go through with
Someone else's
Lorraine
problem.
Forest. Yeah. No, turns out it's your problem.
Damn.
Hopefully this is looking good on you guys' end, too.
Yeah, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Looking good.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm debating. Debating if I want to try to go like one other layer higher with the greens.
Talking about one layer of lighter color.
Yeah.
I think it looks pretty good now.
All right. I might just actually start
Yeah.
mixing layers a little bit, then, even it out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you get lighter, you're going to get too far from the base dark green. I don't know.
All right. No, and that's fair.
You've looked at a lot more minis than I have, Bruce. You know what you like.
Yeah, sorry, not too chatty otherwise, guys. Just feel like I'm hyper focused on my Jonson tonight.
Just need to give your Jonson extra attention.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot going on over here in my house to talk about. The most vexing problem is why one of my uninterruptible power supplies won't start back up after I turn it off while I was on vacation. I think the answer is it needs a new battery.
Most likely,
That's
yes.
going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, so I've got it open, and I've discovered that in this particular one, it's not as easy as replacing batteries. It's been in others.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of long and short. I have to pop off a connector with a screwdriver or something, and then figure out how to do that. Because it's actually two batteries that are stuck next to each other, back to back, so to speak.
Okay.
Anyways, like I said, it's a boring problem, but
Yeah, still a problem.
a vexing one. Yeah. Fortunately, it's not like a really big pressing thing.
True enough.
Yeah, that's looking really good.
Yeah, I'm really trying to feather in like the darker colors and stuff like that. Kind of. Kind of give it some good definition. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice right now. Wow. That was the stream.
Yeah, the time really flew by.
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah, well. Yeah, and then the inside of the cloak, it's looking good too. I just need to kind of do a little bit of stuff with this inner cloak and some of this right here, but I kind of wanted to focus on this first since this is more prominent on the model. There we go. Write that down. So,
Letters to start with.
2 silent Q's. And if you have to ask where the third and the fourth one go, well, you don't know how to spell a burp. So, all right, yeah. Well, that was a good stream. Missed not having Muse, but I'm sure she was off for some reason. So, but yeah. Otherwise, yeah, good stream. Thanks for the company, guys. I always appreciate it, and thanks for listening to my silly story of contractor mishaps. So
that was funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we will just call it a night here then, and see you guys all on Monday. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, don't have too much else. So yeah, catch you all later, and just remember between now and then to keep on painting.